Bridget Bartlett here. So today I'm going to show you the absolute best website creation hack that I have discovered in all of my years of business. Okay. Now, one of the reasons that I think this is absolutely the best tip or these hacks is because a lot of web designers or a lot of agencies, they start out learning the functionality of building websites, but the design is what really takes a while to learn. And the design is also something that is really a skill set that we need to create that's going to make our websites look good. Okay. Now, I want to show you this is basically what I want to encourage you to do when you're building websites. Okay, you want to create the foundation. I'm going to show you how we can just basically, if you want to look at this website, this is actually one of the templates that we have in our program, and it needs to be updated. Okay, this is an older template. We want to update it. You can see. I mean, it's okay. It's all right. We want to update the images. We want to update the style and the design and all of that because it's very basic, right? So if you have a website like this and you're like, look, I've created the skeleton. I have my copy here, I have the images here, but I do not like the overall appearance. It looks like maybe it looks amateurish or it's just outdated and you just don't have the design skills to update it or the time or whatever. So here's the thing, okay? You can actually go to Fiverr, and I talk a lot about hiring freelancers from Fiverr, and you can look up web designers and you'll see that a lot of them use like a Figma web design tool. And what they're doing is they're actually giving you like a mock-up based on your design. So if I look at, let's go back to this one because I actually went through this process with this website here, which is our AI ads reseller website. I gave them a copy of this website and then I wanted them to revise it. Okay. Now, if I show you the original version, which I'm sorry, I should have pulled that up here, but I don't have it. But I gave them the original version. And then what they did was give me a mock up to recreate the design. And then what I did is I just came back to HighLevel and then I redesigned it. Okay. So this is actually the updated website. It is available for all of you guys if you are members. So what you want to do is if you want to access this, I'm going to dive into like the whole process of this. But just before I get going too far, if you do want to access this website template, what you want to do is go into our membership area. You're going to see today's post. There you'll find the template for the funnel, and you'll also find the templates for Canva. Okay. So I'm going to show you. You can see the like the hero image here. If you wanted to like rebrand this and change your colors and stuff, you can use the template here. You also can use the template here. There's the footer. All you need to do to change these colors is simply click in there and then you can change your own brand colors. And then of course the image or video backgrounds, this is just a standard image again, you can just change the colors. Okay. So the actual funnel template and then all of the Canva templates that go with that funnel that you can rebrand, they are all in this post. Okay. So they're all in this post here. You can see there are the Canva templates and all of that. Okay. So that's where you want to find it. Of course, if you sign up as a new member, you're going to receive this already in your snapshot or your account anyway. And then also, so what we want to do is let's go back here to this other website. So that was basically the process. Okay. So we are updating all of these templates so that they are consistent and congruent. And the cool thing is like you become a member and then you can choose if you're a high level agency owner and you want to promote like the AI ads that we give you reseller licenses for and your SaaS, you can choose this website. Or if you're leading with the SaaS and the AI ads, you choose this website. If you're only reselling the AI ads, you would choose this website. So we are updating all of those actively. And so that's why I wanted to show you guys this process because it'll save you tons and tons of time. So the website that we have available now is going to be the SaaS plus the AI ads. Okay, so this is the new mock-up. And you can see this was the old website. All right, now we're working on rebuilding the new website, but that's what it looked like before. All right, now we want it to look more like this one in the same style. It looks more professional. It looks better designed. Okay. So, you can come to Fiverr. You can find one of these freelancers here that I would definitely check the reviews and make sure that they're going to give you what it is that you're looking for. It definitely helps, even if you're not a great designer. Even if you have like a template that you're using, if you just like the style of the template, and then you kind of just put your images and things like that in there, it really helps them to get an idea of what you're looking for. So I definitely encourage you create that template and then come to Fiverr. Okay. And then what you want to look for is like Fiverr designers that are using like Figma. Not really because you have to use Figma. Figma is just a design tool. But when you get the actual design, it'll be like you'll get a version like this. Okay. So this is the new design for our SaaS plus AI website design. So you can see here, like, this is the mock-up that I received, the rough draft. Now, our images are gonna be updated. I told him that about the images, so that's why he just went ahead and left these here, because it'll be congruent with the other style here, okay? So, all that we're getting, we literally are just paying for that gig so that we can get our website redesigned and restructured so that it makes more sense, so that it's more congruent, and all of that, okay? So you can see this is the result of what we got. I think I absolutely love this. Obviously, the images in the top part will be more consistent with all of that, but it just flows better. It looks better. And so, because you have the ability to use one or all of these offers, we definitely want the style to be congruent. And that way, when you do go to add your own brand colors and logo, there's not much editing that you need to do. Okay. So, this is what we want to design our website to look like. Now, what we've done up to this point really is we've just created like the rough draft of the website, right? We've just created kind of the structure. We added our the content that we need on there. And then what we've done is we have ordered a gig from Fiverr so that the freelancer can redesign our website and then send us this mock-up. Okay. Now, we don't have the ability to, and I think it's possible maybe, but I don't know how, and I don't, I never went down the road to figure out how to import a Figma design into a website, so it's probably possible, but I wanna use HighLevel. I wanna use the HighLevel tools and the pages and I all the functionality, so I just wanna rebuild this website on HighLevel, okay? So all I need to do now is I just need to go into my builder here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from scratch. Okay. So I'm going to create a new funnel. And then this one is going to be SaaS plus AI. And then I'm going to say new so that I can keep them straight. Okay. So I'm not going to delete the old one until the new one is created. So I'm going to go ahead and click create. And now I'm starting from scratch. So I'm just going to say, obviously this is the home page. So we'll just do / home and create funnel step. So now we're just going to, of course, if we already have one done, it's super easy to just duplicate this and just add the sections in there. But since you guys will be basically starting from scratch, I just wanted to show you like how you would recreate these things using HighLevel. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and click create. Um, from scratch. And then now what I always like to do is start with 3 sections here, okay? Now, if you're unfamiliar with HighLevel, the design tool is just like, or the design builder is just like, Elementor or the Divi builder or any of those other builders. We have sections here and then we have rows. So we could say like one row here, and then we add elements on top of the rows. So if we had like maybe a logo up here or something we wanted to add. So now you'll see that we have sections, we have columns, and we have rows and elements, okay? So here, if we wanted our logo to be here, we could just go ahead, let's import from media library, and let's just go ahead and use this logo placeholder. Okay, so if we wanted to build this out, let's just make this black. Let's make this black. All right, now I'm going to quickly do this because I just want to show you basically the structure and the functionality. So what I would do here is I would just add my footer elements. Okay, oops, I don't want to do, I will just put a paragraph text here. So let's go ahead and add that. And then we want to change this to white. So I'm going to go quickly change this to white. And then let's do like, we could use the icon here. So let's do copyright. So you can see here we have the copyright symbol and it is black. So we want to make this white so we can see it. So let's say managed by, we'll say managed and copyrighted by, okay, whatever you want to say. Um, Probably should spell it right. You guys know I'm a horrible speller. So you also can do the shift key plus this little symbol here. And then when you do that inside the funnel builder, it will pull up all the custom values that we can use. Now, what I like to do in the footer is obviously put account information. So I'm going to go ahead and choose the account name. So whatever the location name that this website has been imported into, it's going to pre-fill that in. So if I was to import this into my vision agency, it would say managed and copyrighted by my vision agency. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that there. We'll say this is good. And now, of course, I wanted to start building out my section here. So let's look at this, okay? So we have our, let's start by sections. So we have this header up here, all right? Now we also have like a little call to action, like little sub header here. We have our headline text. We have the sub headline text, a button, some more text, and then a video, and then you can see our graphic in the background. Okay, so let's just recreate this whole section. All right, so obviously this is different, right? So what we want to do is, in this case, since I'm not going to add multiple pages to this website or funnel, meaning I'm not going to be adding like a navigation menu and all of that stuff here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete this and we're going to make this whole section the one header or the one image here. And what I'm referring to is this hero image. Okay. So what I want to do is let's go back here and I want to change this background image to be the header. Okay. So I already have this uploaded here. So I'm just going to choose my header. Now, obviously, I need some rows here. And if we look at what our picture looks like, we have the logo over here, and then we have how it works, platforms, pricing, and so on. Now, since this is a landing page and we aren't actually building out separate pages in our website that we're sending people to, what we really want these to be is anchor text. Now, currently within HighLevel, we don't have the ability to create a menu with sending them to a spot on our website, like scrolling to a certain area. Okay. And there are, no matter what website builder you're using, there are limitations to every builder. Okay. So what we want to do is take this design and we want to make it work with the builder that we have. So all this really is we could do the logo over here. We could do button, 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 button. Okay. So let's go ahead and just recreate that. So let's add a row here. Let's look how many rows. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So let's go back here now. And lo and behold, we have 6. All right. So here is going to be an image. And then let's go ahead and actually, if we want to, we can just change this image right now to our logo. So I'm going to upload the logo or just choose it rather. Oops. Don't click. All right. So now we have the logo and let's go ahead and add a button. But before we start duplicating this button, it's so much easier if you just style it and make sure it looks good on desktop and mobile, and then you duplicate. So let's go ahead and make this transparent, since if we're looking at our image here, we have transparent and white text. So let's go ahead, add this here. Now we have the transparent background, we have the white text. So instead of saying click to sign up, we want to say how it works. Okay. Now let's look at mobile. Okay, so it's going to be like buttons that go up this way. If you really wanted to, you could use like um, you wouldn't have to put it on here really on mobile, but honestly, I think it helps with the navigation. So I like to just keep it on mobile. So let's go ahead. We're just going to keep it on mobile. All right. Now, within this button editing, you'll see if you go to the actions, now you'll have the ability to scroll to the element. Okay. Now, obviously, we don't have any elements right now, but I'm going to go ahead and just choose that action. And that way, when I duplicate this, it will also duplicate that action. Okay. I do want to make this text a little bit smaller because you can see it's pretty large up here. So let's go up here and adjust the text. Not the subtext, but here. So we'll just say 18. Let's make sure that it looks good on mobile. All right, so that's good. And now let's go ahead and duplicate. So we're just going to duplicate this and move it over and duplicate and move it over and duplicate and move it over. And guess what else? We're going to duplicate and move it over. All right. Now you can see that these buttons, these are, this one is lined up over here. And then we have these lined up to the right-hand side. So let's go ahead and what we could do first, let's save. Let's take this away so we can see what it actually looks like here. Okay. So, what we want to do is there's lots of different scenarios, and I could play around with this design. Okay. I just want to show you really how quickly you can just recreate this. Okay. So, this is going to be absolutely the hardest part because getting the headers and footers organized and getting your hero image is absolutely the hardest part. Okay. Because you have to make sure that all of this is like you're establishing the brand, you're adding the colors and all of that. Okay, so I'm not going to spend the time to go through all of this and designing it and making it great. You just want to know that you can do this up here. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to change this button and we want to change this button, because remember, these are just going to be like anchor buttons, but these obviously are going to look different. So let's just change them. Let's change the background here of the button. And let's go ahead and store our brand colors in here. And I love to store the brand colors in Canva, because when I'm changing the colors and things like that, I can just go here. You'll see my brand is already chosen, and I can easily swap between brand colors. So I'm going to go ahead and choose this first color because this is going to make my design so much easier. So let's go choose, I didn't find this color. Let's paste our color in here and add the color. Let's go back to Canva. Now I'm going to copy this hex code. Let's go back to our website, and we're going to say didn't find the color. Oops, get out there. Do that. Didn't find the color. So now we're creating a new one and add color. So now we have another one. Let's go ahead and add this bright blue color. So we'll go back here. Didn't find the color. So let's go ahead and add this. And then we have one more color here. So I'm going to copy this. And let's take it back. Didn't find the color. So here we go. And now we have all of our brand colors. Okay. So now that's really easy. So let's look. What color is this? Okay. It's that bright blue color. So we are going to change the background to the bright blue color. And you can see it's square. And then the image, it was round. So let's go ahead and choose border and full border. And let's say one, and let's choose the same color here so that you can't really see the border. And let's change the radius to maybe 50, and that looks good. Okay, that's round and just like we want it, except it does say create an account. So let's go ahead and change this to where it says create account. All right, so you can see it's pretty large, probably larger than we want it to be. So we could minimize the text. We could also like move these things around if we want to. And this is what I was saying about playing around with the padding and the margins and all of that to really get the look and feel that you're looking for. Okay. Now this is pretty similar to this one here, but it's going to say login. Okay, if you remember from our picture, we're going to say login. And this one is going to also have a border, except it's going to be, so let's change this here, except it's going to be a different color. So let's see. It's going to be like a transparent, and then the outside is going to be the same color. So let's go ahead and minimize that. And let's choose that bright blue. Okay. So if we are looking at this now, you can see we're already just getting miles ahead. And you guys, I know that I am like breezing through a lot of this because a lot of this is just really just technical design stuff, right? As long as you understand the web builder and the functionality and how it all works, how you can move these things around, you can create anything that you're looking for. And the thing is, though, the design part, this is what takes forever, right? If we are just looking at this picture, it's like it's already done for us. We're not trying to figure out, okay, what should I put up here and what should I do over here and like what colors should I use? This is all created for us, right? All we have to do is build this out. How do we create this image? How do we create this? How do we put a button here? You can contract people on Fiverr to recreate your images. Also, you can just recreate them yourself. So let's go into Canva. I'm going to show you what I do to create images. Like it could not be easier. So let's choose this. I'm going to duplicate this so that I don't mess up the template that I gave you guys. So I'm just going to make a copy. And so I have my standard template here, right? Now, if I wanted to, for example, you can see on my website, let me go to a live version here. Let's save this and get out of here. Now, if I go to this website, and let's say that I wanted to, like on my main website, I wanted to showcase this website. Okay. What I would do is just pull up my typical like snipping tool here, and I would just screen capture this image. All right. So I'm going to take this image, I'm going to copy. Let's go back here to Canva. Now I'm just going to Control V paste this website image there. Okay. Now, what I can do is go to edit image and then I can add shadows. And you can see when you add this glow section, it kind of makes it a little like dimensional. Okay. So we don't want to like highlight that image there. I mean, I guess technically you could if you wanted to, if you like that design or something like that, you could. Okay. I don't really like that. What I like to do is just put it over. Now you can see right now, and I love doing this like live with you guys. I'm going to go backwards because I don't really like that. You can see that it's kind of wanting to fill in this like area here with the image that I'm overlaying, and that's not really the result that I'm looking for. I'm looking for more towards like if we go to my main website here, and you see like see how this is? That's kind of what I'm looking for, right? So I want to go back to my image. Let's say that this is what we want to do. Let's just look for another section here. So let's say that we just want to screenshot this and we're going to add this as an alternate image as well. So let's just screen capture this. And then we can copy, go back here, and then we can paste our other image. Now you can see it's trying to pre-fill that in, okay? You can move this around to where it doesn't do that, but you won't always get the result that you're looking for. So here's what you want to do. If you go here, you can actually just download this. So I'm going to download as a transparent PNG. And then what I want to do is I want to upload it. And of course, you're wanting to do this once you have chosen your brand colors. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come here to Canva and I'm going to, oops, yeah, that is it. So I'm going to upload that image. When I upload the image, it is not the sections that we can edit, right? This is all one image. And that's really what I'm looking for. Uh, where are we at? Okay, here. I want the one that is an actual okay, so it's this one, I think. Nope, we didn't upload it. Here we go. Image, video, background. This is what we want. Let's go to the home page. Here we go. All right, I don't know why it's giving me this. It should be giving me the whole image. So let's just take this off and this. And here's what I want to do. Download transparent because I don't want the white background to show. And I'm going to go ahead and download. All right, so we have a copy of that. Now, what I want to do, I'm going to bring this in here. Let me go to my, all right, so now we have copy here. And I want to pull this image in. Okay. Oh, you know what it is? I forgot this about Canva. If you download a template like this, it like because there's no other images on it, it doesn't want to give you like the actual image. Okay. So you may have to like play around with that really to get the result that you want. A lot of times I will create my images here and then I'll download them and then I'll just have to transpose another image. Like you kind of have to play around if you're using Canva. If you're using some of the other design tools, you really don't have to work that hard to get the result you want, but you also have to work harder to learn the design tools. But also, if you needed images designed, like I said, go to Fiverr if this is just too much for you and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with all this. Okay. So what we can do here is let's just go back now and let's choose, where's my screen here? So if I wanted to create my images there, close this out. this up, I could just add my website image. So I could just bring this in here and then I could layer this until I get what I'm looking for here. Okay, so we have this. And then we also have this other image. And like I said, I like to add like the shadows because it makes it like dimensional. And then we have this one as well. Let's add the shadows there. Okay. So, like I said, you'll have to download the background so that it doesn't show like it's just really one image. It's not wanting you to overlay anything. And then you're going to have these here. Now, once that has been created, right? Like let's say it's this one. Then you're just going to download and you're going to upload to your website template. But the cool thing is when you have the structure like this, okay, you have your brand colors chosen, you have the structure, you have like whatever this funky image is that you want to put here to just kind of add some dimension. And then you have your footer image and you have this. It's so easy and fast to recreate, especially you have the design. You have your colors, you have your images. Now it's just a matter of going through, copying and pasting, and then playing around with the design to get the result that you're looking for. Okay. So I hope that you guys have found this super helpful. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Go make your vision a reality. Bye. For joining us for today's training. If you have any questions, you can join us for open office hours starting right now at bridgetbartlett.com. It's free and open to everyone, so I'll see you there.